Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got an insane Legend League day for you. It's a full day, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you do, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much and enjoy today's video. Alrighty guys, so for this base, I typically like to go for a fireball onto that core, and it's actually possible, so I'm gonna show you how. But I'm still scouting because I'm trying to find a place for my warden to take down some defenses, and at the same time for him to lock onto a gold storage or basically a trash building, a building that's a non-defense, so I can use my invisibility spell. It's basically like an ice block. So I'm gonna start him at this bottom side. Now some people, might go for a like a quick fireball onto that maybe super visitor or that monolith. But I like to go for a fireball onto that core. It's much better. And then while you're letting your warden walk, you can try and put in some archers to basically clean up some trash buildings. But we're gonna be patient with our warden. We're gonna let him work. And I have a rage spell as well. I'm gonna use it. So and also guys, before you put on your warden, for example, if it's near an air defense, you can highlight it by checking the range, so you don't accidentally put on your warden and then that air defense wrecks your your phoenix. I'm sorry, not the phoenix, the sneezy. So right here, as you saw, I used the totem spell and I also raised my warden up, and it's actually worth it. So I've been basically waiting for a minute now. And typically you don't really want to try and go for a really deep warden work, but right here I have to, so there's nothing I can do. So I'm gonna use my invisibility spells after this this Tesla goes down, because then he's gonna lock onto that gold storage. So we're gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have used 3 only, I was so bad with my third earthquake, but I hope it's not gonna matter too much. It's not gonna matter because I know. So then put in your your queen, and then just basically put everything in. You probably by now you know how this strategy is played. And then be patient with your world champion, guys. Be really patient. Let your king take some damage so he can spawn a lot of snakes with that snake equipment, and then put in your world champion is basically like a distraction. And then we have our overgrowth for the back end, so we're gonna overgrowth that fire spitter. I'm gonna hit the king ability, so everything gonna go into the middle. I'm gonna overgrowth that section. We are looking good on time still, so I'm gonna use my cleanup troops. Unfortunately, that baby dragon did not make it. Someone's trying to bait that place. I don't know who would start with their warden right there, but yeah, you never know what people do and where they put on some baits. At this point, and look at this army, it's crushing. I have every hero alive. Everything is full HP except that king. Unfortunately, those healers are not healing my king up. So I'm gonna use my last totem spell, and I'm gonna put everything in. Oh my god, there are more red mines. We're still looking good in time, and this was an amazing attack. Alrighty guys, so for this base, I think I've attacked this base before, so I'm just gonna go with the same approach, because last time we attacked this base, we destroyed this base. So again, as you see guys, I'm highlighting those defenses, especially that air defense, so I don't accidentally put my warden onto that with super visitor or onto that hero hall. That way my Sneezy is gonna get wrecked, and probably my healers as well, so I'd have to use a lot of invisibility spells to protect him. But I'm gonna go for an instant fireball and just hit the warden ability. I probably didn't need 4 invisibility spells, but better to be sure than to risk it. And also I knew in the beginning I wasn't gonna need those invisibility spells because we're gonna demolish this base. So right here, after you've used your fireball, don't put everything in instantly, and by that I mean don't start with your queen to lure your warden over. Let him work for a bit, so we create a really good cut. And as you can see right here, I was actually I don't know, I was a bit early, or somehow I missed time. I just needed one more shot from the warden to take down that super wizard tower, but it's not gonna matter. So then put in like 3 golems, just basically spread your golems out depending on how the base is looking, and then your king on the outside. And right here guys, see, I'm holding on to my world champion. I'm waiting for my king to go close to that monolith compartment, and then we're gonna put in our world champion, because by that time my king has probably taken a lot of damage and he's probably deployed a lot of snakes from that snake equipment. So I'm gonna use my queen ability to take care of that long shot and that super dragon from the CC. So as you saw right there, I did put in my RC and I overgrowth the back end as well. And this attack is so far looking amazing. So just take a look at those snakes. How is that monolith supposed to take, target my world champion? There's no way for it. I still have my rage left, plus 2 total spells left as well, so yeah, this base is demolished, it's gone for. This attack strategy is the best attack strategy right now. It's so good. Once you get used to it, once you master this attack strategy, yeah, it's unstoppable. No bases can beat it. Yes, a lot of people are trying to build anti-golem bases, but there's always a way of, getting a 3-star. But the only problem is though, you only have 30 seconds to scout, so it depends on how fast you think and how fast you can come up with a plan and a solution. But yeah, just take a look at this. Adios base. Alrighty guys, so for this base, I have attacked this base before as well, and last time I attacked this I went for a fireball onto that Immortal Inferno Tower beside that, I think it's an Archer Queen, and it didn't go as planned. It did go as planned. I got a 3-star, but it wasn't that clean. So I'm gonna change something up, because if you do something and it doesn't really work out that well, you should probably change that plan and do something else. So right here I'm gonna use 2 invisibility spells, and we're gonna go for a fireball onto that Revenge Tower core. Hit the Warden ability instantly. That value is looking amazing. Put in the healers, let the Warden work for like 7 seconds, maybe something like that. And then put everything else in. Put the Queen in, the Loons, the Apprentice Warden, and then your Golems and 2 on the outside to clean up as well. Right there you saw I had to freeze that Minion Prince because he was gonna take down my Warden, and we don't want that. And I put in the King on the outside, he's gonna funnel. I'm gonna save my Overgrowth for the back end. And I still have the World Champion left, so I can already try and clean up even more with that Baby Dragon. There are 3 Ice Golems, so take a look right here. I could have chosen to use my Poison Spell onto those Ice Golems, but there's no point. I'm just gonna hold on to my Poison Spell for a defending hero, which is probably much better. I had to overgrowth that monolith, otherwise it was probably gonna do a lot of damage or deal a lot of damage. Probably I could have went for a much more, a better fireball. I mean a better overgrowth, maybe onto that expo. But if this works, it works. I still have a rage, 2 invisibility spells. And as you see guys, look at that 200 IQ play. I invis that gold storage, so everything can go towards that top side. Or at least I hope, and I think that was a good play, a good 200 IQ play. So at this point I still have all my heroes left. The king ability went off, I think, a long time ago. I used my rage spell, I still have the cleanup troops left. And yeah, this base is also getting destroyed, no way to fight back. Alrighty guys, so take a look at this base. So some of you might find this base hard, and look at it is Itachi. So let's see. So for this base, just take a look at this. We're gonna use 2 invisibility spells in the beginning, and then we're gonna use our Warden ability instantly, as you saw right there. I'm gonna hit the Warden ability, we're gonna target that air sweeper, and take a look at that value. That value is insane. I'm gonna let my Warden work for a bit, so he can take down that gold storage, plus I think that gold mine. And then we're gonna put in our queen just to funnel, or not to funnel, I'm sorry, to lure my Warden over. So right here we have created an amazing cut. There's no way for our golems to basically go back and go to that king, that defending king. So put everything in. It's really good. It's so easy, compared to the Fireball Rocky Loon strategy. This strategy is so much better. And right here I'm still waiting for my world champion. And I also put down a totem spell for that long shot, so he can distract. Now I unfortunately was a bit too late with my totem spells, and my that costed me my king ability and my king as well going down, but I'm gonna keep on spamming my totem spells, and we're gonna overgrowth the back end really soon. I'm trying to time the overgrowth, so by the time my main army get to that basically overgrowth compartment, that overgrowth is gonna wear off, as I've said many times before in my other videos, and we're gonna destroy that compartment. So I'm gonna use one last totem spell for that long shot. And since this base is like maybe annoying, I don't find it annoying, but because of all the walls around the town hall, there's a lot of wall layers around the town hall, and your troops are basically gonna walk around your around those walls. So I just put in 3 barbarians just to be extra safe that I don't 1-star, because that's the last thing we want. So fortunately and thank God, my barbarians took them down, but even if they didn't, we still end up crushing this base. My king and my main army was gonna go and take down that town hall. So see right here, I used my poison spell onto that defending king because we did not need it for the clan castle. And this base is also done for. It is adios for this base as well. Alrighty guys, so take a look at this base. These bases might actually be annoying because they are so spread out, but we're gonna destroy this base as well. So right here I'm using my brain trying to process and scout for a good fireball, and I use one invisibility spell and go for a fireball onto that multi-ricochet cannon. That's some good value and it's instant as well, so we don't have to waste a lot of time. So one invisibility spell is enough. Hit the warden instantly, spread those earthquakes really good, and take a look at that value. Oh my god, that value was insane. So I'm gonna let my warden take down just that army camp, and then we're gonna lure him over. Use 3 golems, 2 on the outside. That way I make sure my troops go onto that multi-gear tower compartment. Then my king on the outside. And take a look at this. I have to freeze beside that king. Basically those 3 defenses, that expo plus that multi-ricochet cannon and multi-archer tower, and then put in my world champion. And right here I'm gonna use my queen ability. I am gonna invis them as well, and we're gonna be patient. I actually did use my rage because I knew that it was gonna be worth it, because those ice golems weren't really approaching they weren't really that close to my main push. But if they were close, I would have saved onto my rage spell, because there's no point of using a rage when you're fighting ice golems. You're basically gonna rage your rage spell. So I guess that was a pretty good overgrowth. I didn't really know what to overgrowth. So, and I'm gonna use my last totem spell. I still have a lot of troops left. Yes, this is not basically the best attack, but it's all good. We're learning, we're getting used to these bases as well. And I could have probably gotten a much cleaner attack if I used my maybe totem spells correctly and my overgrowth correctly, but a 3-star is a 3-star. You should always be happy for a 3-star in Legends League. And also guys, if you notice some lag, because lately I've been having a lot of lags, it's because of my phone. My mobile is getting really old, so I am gonna buy a new phone really soon. But until then, I apologize for the lag. Alrighty guys, so for this base, again it's another what's it called, spread out base basically. And I think I have attacked this base before as well. So what I did last time, I think I went for a fireball onto that poison tower, or poison spell tower. So we can use 2, what is it? 2 invisibility spells. But I just don't want to put my warden close to that, or in range of that air defense, because it could wreck my Sneezy. But it didn't really do any damage because I was so quick with the fireball. So I'm gonna let my warden work for like 10 seconds just to take down those buildings, and we're gonna lure him over, or he's gonna get lured over. We're gonna use 2 golems on the outside. See, that monolith is distracted by that golem. I'm gonna put my king in as well, because that monolith is not gonna target my king. Alrighty, so for this I basically just poisoned those ice golems, because yeah, I just didn't know where to put my poison spell, and there are 2 ice columns, so it's not really gonna matter anyways. And I tried to save my warden for as much as possible, or as long as possible, but somehow he went down. I don't know, like, as I've explained before as well, like, this is so weird. Out of all the troops and heroes, your warden just ends up going down somehow, in some magical miracle way. So, but I think that was a pretty good overgrowth, because now I force everything to go towards that right side. And when it comes to the overgrowth, guys, you're not basically looking for huge value with the overgrowth, and by huge value I mean, you know, overgrowthing a lot of highly damaged or deadly defenses. That's basically not the point. You're trying to, you know, direct your main push as well, main army, by overgrowthing one section or the other section, so keep that in mind as well. So my queen is unfortunately gonna go down. There's nothing I can do, and this attack was also really close, but we're gonna 3-star anyways, because I end up using my 100% of my brain capacity, and we're also looking really good on time because I went for an instant fireball. So what I could do is distract everything with my totem spells, and we still have our healers, and we're gonna destroy this base. So we just have to be a bit patient, because those golems are really slow. They're pretty slow, I gotta be honest. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this army, and if you have any questions, I'll gladly help and try to explain as much as I can, so feel free to comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well, it's much appreciated. So as you saw right there, we used our totem spell, so I could use my cleanup troops, because I don't want a time fell, obviously, so that was also a good play. Alrighty guys, so for this base, well, I think this is the first time I approached this base, and I actually don't know how I should have approached this base, but what I was thinking right there, I was like, let's just use one invisibility spell onto that mortar, and once we use that invisibility spell onto that mortar, we're gonna basically cover our warden as well with that invisibility spell, hit the warden ability, and that was actually some really good value. So I'm just gonna let my warden work for like 10 seconds or maybe even less to just basically create a good path or a funnel. And take a look at that king. He's really hungry for that warden. So I had to use a totem spell to be able to protect my warden and put in a headhunter as well, because there are 2 defending heroes right there. But actually, thinking back on it, I think I should have gone for a fireball onto that fire spitter compartment, the first fire spitter. That way we take down the CC as well. I'm not sure, because this is the first time I go up against this base, and you only have 30 seconds. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna overgrowth actually that fire spitter compartment. And that's the thing though, like, I could have used my overgrowth for the back end if I had gone for a fireball onto that, oh, basically where my push is right now, that fire spitter compartment, that first one. So I think that would have been a much better fireball value or fireball placement. But and also just take a look at this. I don't know why I did not somehow envisage my world champion. I was looking at her as well, I was like, nah, she's fine, let's just screw her, she's gonna deal with that revenge tower. But I lost a lot of HP, so that was not good. And this is what I mean, have I had the overgrowth left, I would have overgrowth the backhand and we would have had a really clean 3-star. But yeah guys, I don't know, we're still learning, I guess. So I'm gonna rage everything up right there. I have a totem spell left still, and I think I was too early with that. God damn it, I should have saved and hold on to that totem spell. I think that was gonna be much better. You know, actually thinking back on it right now, had I hold on to that totem spell for like maybe 4 more seconds, I could have used it beside that monolith, and I would have reduced so much damage, and I think we were gonna 3-star. But yeah, god damn it, man. sometimes you're in so much pressure and you just don't know if your troops or army is gonna survive, so basically just put in your totem spell and you don't even think about it. But I still get a lot of, I mean I get a high percentage as well, so it's good. But you know guys, thinking back on it right now, I should have probably gone for a fireball onto that fire spitter compartment, that first fire spitter compartment. That way we would have taken down that CC as well. But yeah, now you know guys, so in case you go up against this base, probably go for that fire spitter compartment. Alrighty, so for this base, wow, what is this base? So something crazy ends up happening right here, you're gonna see, and sometimes I don't know why I do stupid stuff like that, but or at least I think I do stupid stuff. I can't even remember this attack, but oh yeah, I basically swag all of my invisibility spells, but you're gonna see, I don't want to spoil too much. So obviously my plan is to get a fireball onto that core, because that is like the only way you can, what's it called? Maybe 3-star this base. I think you can with a log launcher as well, but when I have, you know, gotten up against these bases, I've always gone for a fireball onto that compartment because I just find it easier. Yes, it's gonna cost you a lot of time in the beginning with your warden, but I guess you have to risk it sometimes. And that goddamn one Tesla, that screwed me up so much because I was in need of one invisibility spell. So just take a look at what I do right here. Oh man. I also like swagged my fireball. So 1, 2, 3. I'm in need of one invisibility spell, and at this point I was like, okay, log launcher time. Just change everything up, change the plan. There's no way I'm gonna 3-star this. How am I supposed to do this? And I basically wasted a fireball as well. I swagged that fireball. So just put everything in and hope for the best. So hopefully that log launcher is gonna open up those wall layers and we can have a good path towards that town hall. And also guys, if you somehow screw up your fireball against a base like this where there are a lot of layers, wall layers on that town hall, basically like a base like this, you have to use that log launcher deep in front of your main push, so by the time your main push is basically beside that the log launcher, it has opened everything up. So try and use it in front of your main push as you saw me do it. But thank God we did get to town hall, and this was actually pretty close, even though I swagged the fireball and I swagged 4 invisibility spells. And that is the beauty of this army, like even you fail, even if you do mess up, you do some stuff wrong, you can still recover pretty good if you try and use your 100% of your brain. And sometimes, yeah, it doesn't really go as planned, so just try and get as high percentage as possible and try and learn from our mistakes, and everything is gonna be really good in the future, I hope. But anyways, that was a full Legends League day, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and take care guys.